Welcome back. It is perhaps the state's best kept secret. The Albuquerque Sign Language Academy is an award-winning public charter school that serves deaf, hard of hearing, and special needs children ages kindergarten all the way to 22. In building a nationally acclaimed program over the last 10 years, the Albuquerque Sign Language Academy has outgrown its current building. I spoke with Executive Director Rafe Martinez about their plans right now to build a new building that suits the prowess of this little school with a big heart. This morning we are joined by Rafe Martinez. He is the Executive Director of Albuquerque Sign Language Academy. Rafe, great to have you with us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Definitely. Right now we want to talk about this here as a recognized award-winning program. Let's talk about what sets you guys apart from other schools.
Yeah, good question. There's a lot of good schools in the state, and we're a little public charter school. And I think the thing that sets us apart from the masses, not only in the state but nationally, is that we're the only state-certified ASL English dual language program in the nation. Right, that serves both hearing kids and deaf kids, along with special needs kids, all in the same really inclusive learning environment. So that sets us apart. But also, we're partnered with some really big names in the world of education nationally. So the likes of Penn State University, University of Minnesota, Harvard University, and of course UNM. We're working closely with UNM and their different departments to really do some reformative programming around serving kids who are deaf, special needs, and then regular ed kids within that inclusive space. Right. We've been featured by HuffPost, a group, a foundation out of New York called the Century Foundation, which wrote a really big article about us. So we're getting some national attention, which is nice.
That is really, really nice to hear, and again, something that we can boast from the New Mexico area. Let's talk about some of the limitations right now to growing the program.
Yeah. So when we started this program, we're an infant in the world of public ed. We've only been around, this is our 11th year of operation. And it started from a really good place, grassroots movement to serve kids who really were pushed to the edges of the educational system. So when we started the program, when we founded the school, it was really based on the needs of, I have a deaf son, so this is why I kind of got pushed, or not pushed, but drawn into this world, into this journey that we've been on. And we connected to other families who had similar situations. And so when we started the school, it was based on personal need and kind of what needed to happen that we thought was unfair from the big systems. But what we found out over the years is that our need is really, it's global, right? As far as being way bigger than what we initially thought when we started this school. So we have a significant waiting list. We're hampered by the size of our building. We exist off of 7th and Lomas, which is downtown. We're landlocked. It's an old county office building. The county's been great in working with us, but we walk down the street to partner with an elementary school down the road. So for our recess, we're playing in the alley, things like that. So we're the biggest we've ever been. We have 100+ kids, a significant waiting list. So really what's keeping us from growing is a facility that really fits the needs of our kids and allows us to keep growing a program that is very unique and high level. So that.
Yeah, and again, I mean, there are ways that people out in the community can help out the school at this time to move on to that bigger and better building, correct?
Yeah, that's really what we're engaged in now. So we're working closely with the state. The state has been really supportive of us as well, because we're a nationally unique program, really doing cutting edge work. We qualify through the state's triggers for a match grant, right? So if we come up with 50%, the state comes up with 50% in order to build or renovate a building, right? We've chosen to build, and so we've gone through RFP and we're working with an architect and builders now to design something. And the reason we chose to build as opposed to maybe getting into and rehabbing or reconfiguring an existing building is that our program is so unique, and our partners are, we're connected to the outdoor education world. So working with YCC, U.S. Forest Service, Rocky Mountain Youth Corps, like different entities, Wildlife, New Mexico Wildlife Federation. Our hope and our goal is that we can build a facility that fits the needs of our kids, physically, that can be a community hub for the outside world to engage with our kids, and we can get our hands dirty doing outdoor ed things, right? And it's I'm excited about it because, to me, look, I'm a homer. I grew up here in New Mexico in Albuquerque. To me, New Mexico is about the land, right? And I think what we built here embraces the heart of what it is to be New Mexican, connected to the land and connected to one another.
There you go.
So,
Land of Enchantment kind of says it all right there.
yeah.
Rafe, where can we find more information on how to get involved?
Please go to our website. It's www.aslacademy.com. Please peruse the website, look at everything we've done, click on the videos, see it, and then get in touch with us. We're going to be looking for some support to raise the half that we're going to need to break ground and start building.
There you go. We wish you lots of luck. Rafe Martinez, thanks again for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.